Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the study of crime and criminals using a very recent case. Just like a recipe needs some specific elements, a crime unfolds due to a combination of factors. We'll be exploring these factors through this case that has impacted many of us, especially teenagers. The Pune Porsche crash.
It all started on the night of 18th May 2024 around 2:30 am when two IT professionals, Anish and Ashwini, were riding back home after a party on their bike. They took a U-turn on the Kalyani Nagar Airport Road. But then, they could have never imagined what was about to happen to them. On the other hand, Vedant Agarwal, a spoiled minor, was partying with his friends in a bar and was highly intoxicated under the influence of alcohol. On his way back, he wished to drive his luxurious Porsche car. While he was driving, he was very drunk and he was even driving at a speed of 200 km per hour. Vedant's Porsche flew by the airport like a bullet fired by a pistol and then crashed into Anish and Ashwini's bike while they were taking a U-turn, which resulted in the death of two innocent people.
Now let's put some light on the criminal offences that took place in this entire incident. Firstly, we have underage drinking. Teen brains are still developing, especially the parts that control their judgment and decision making. Alcohol affects teens, making them more likely to take risks that could lead to accidents, injuries, and even deaths. Adding up to this, we have underage driving. Teens are more likely to be involved in accidents, especially the fatal ones. Then we have drinking and driving. Driving under the influence of alcohol severely impairs the judgment and coordination of the driver, making him more vulnerable to accidents. And at last, we have overspeeding and rash driving. Overspeeding and rash driving not only puts the driver but also other people on road in danger. Now let's talk about all the facts that led to these criminal offences. At first, we have neglecting parental duties. Parents have a responsibility of ensuring their child's safety and well-being. Allowing a minor to drive, and that too under the influence of alcohol, is a serious breach of this duty. Number 2, irresponsible bar service. Equally concerning is the fact that the bar knowingly served alcohol to a minor, and that too in excess. This disregard for law and public safety is definitely outrageous. Number 3, irresponsibility. Gifting a minor a sports car on his birthday and allowing him to drive around without getting it registered. I mean, what else do you even expect after doing all this?
Now, the story takes a disturbing turn. After the crash, the public outrage was understandable. Vedant was beaten by the people who witnessed the incident. The bystanders also apprehended Vedant, and rightfully so, considering the tragedy he caused. Another shocking fact is that an MLA of that area went to the police station just to look for the boy. Imagine an MLA who disturbed his sleep and went to the police station just for the boy. Surprising, isn't it? An FIR was filed against Vedant. The section under which this FIR was registered is a separate controversy. Because of the FIR, the police had to get Vedant's blood tested. And the thing to be noted here is that the test was done at 11 am, 8 hours after the arrest, when it should have been done a long ago.
Now, depending upon the amount of alcohol you have consumed, the alcohol remains in your bloodstream for about 6 to 12 hours. You might be expecting that the blood test would have been positive. But no, the test was negative. And the reason behind it was another criminal offense. In the hospital where the blood test was done, the doctors who conducted the blood test threw the real samples into the dustbin and replaced it with another sample that was already clean. For this, the Agarwal family paid the two doctors rupees 3 lakhs. Little did the family know, the police weren't as dumb as they thought. The police had sent the real samples to two different hospitals. Through this, the police got to know that Vedant's family was trying to tamper the blood test at one of the hospitals. Vedant's family even tried to force the driver to take the blame on himself, but thankfully there were a lot of witnesses that saw Vedant coming out of the driving seat and hence no such stunts could be performed.
Now, the most shocking aspect of the case is that Vedant was granted bail by the Juvenile Justice Board within 15 hours of being arrested. While granting bail, he was told to study all the rules and regulations and had to prepare a presentation. Along with that, he needed to write a 300-word essay on the topic of road accidents and their solution. Weird, isn't it? After all the tampering with evidence came out, the father and the grandfather of the accused, the doctors who changed the blood samples, the waiter, and the owner of the bar who served alcohol to Vedant, and his friends were all arrested. This case opens our eyes as to how everything can be bought with money. The judiciary, the police, the doctors, and even the law. This is it for the case for now.